what grade do you give the Thunder for their offseason?
I'm gonna give them an A, purely based on the fact that they locked up, their three biggest players. They locked up Jalen Williams, J-Dub, Chet Holmgren, and the MVP of the NBA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So the fact that they got their young core locked in for the long-term future. I think that alone is enough to warrant an A. Then they also had a first-round pick, and they drafted Thomas Sorber out of Georgetown. So, to me, I don't think that I don't think they could have had a better offseason. They got a young prospect coming in, and they got long-term security for their franchise players. So I'll give them an A plus actually.
That prospect they picked too was one of the many centers picked up in that draft. They got one of the elusive big men there.
So I give them an A plus.
A++.
Like that weighted GPA 4.8.
Yeah, weighted GPA. We're going AP. Yeah, weighted, very weighted. And the only reason why is I'm just thinking about the offseason moves that they made. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, in that case, they have to trade, Alex Caruso or Isaiah Hartenstein down the line. But look at the progress that they made, in pre-painting for that. They have Thomas Sorber. They drafted a first-round center, saying, okay, well, when he's ready, we'll just trade him. We'll trade Isaiah Hartenstein, and we'll just have our rookie. Hopefully, they're making chess moves and also winning a title, and they have more first round picks. Life's good. Life's good in the Dust Bowl.
They've also got the addition of Nikola Topic as he was out all last season, so there's that too. Isaac, what grade do you give the Nuggets?
B-, and I hope a certain Nuggets fan doesn't look at me too crazy. The only reason I'm giving them B- is because I don't know how the new coach is going to be with this roster. The moves solid. They got some salary back in. They finally have a bench, but you hired a coach that I'm not sure I have a lot of info about, and I'm not really sure. You hired the interim. So we'll see where this goes.
Well, I'm going to give them an A. I love the Cam Johnson for Michael Porter swap. I love that for them, just because for the financial implications that it'll give them relief for this year and in future years. But then I love Cam Johnson as a player, and then I love the fact that they added guys who are going to be able to come in and fit very specific roles around Nikola Jokic. So Tim Hardaway Jr. and Bruce Brown, who was already there. And then shout out, was it David Adelman, right? I think he showed enough last year that he earned that job, and so I really like what the Nuggets did. So I'm going to give them an A.
I also liked the Cam Johnson for Michael Porter Jr. swap, but more for cultural reasons. So we don't have to get into that.